I am a funeral director. Last week, I witnessed something at a service that made me break my professional composure for the first time in 12 years. Death doesn't shock me anymore. After preparing over 2,000 bodies and orchestrating countless services, I've developed what my wife calls my funeral face: calm, compassionate, and completely unshakable. I've maintained perfect composure through wailing widows, family fistfights, and even the occasional drunken eulogy disaster, until last Tuesday when I encountered 7-year-old Emma. The service was for her mother, Jennifer, breast cancer, 36 years old. The father had requested our most expensive casket, largest flower arrangements, and premium reception package. Everything screamed guilt-driven spending to my experienced eye. During the visitation, I noticed Emma sitting alone in the back row while her father worked the room, accepting condolences and looking appropriately devastated in his perfectly tailored black suit. The little girl wore a dress that still had the price tag hanging from the sleeve, clearly purchased hastily for the occasion. As the service progressed, I watched Emma from my position near the door. She didn't cry. She just stared at her mother's casket with an expression no child should ever wear: complete abandonment. During the eulogy, her father spoke eloquently about his beloved wife and their perfect marriage. He described Jennifer as the center of our family and my soulmate. His performance was flawless, too flawless. After the service, while guests moved to the reception area, I found Emma still sitting alone. I approached her, offering a glass of water and asking if she needed anything. "Can I give my mommy something?" she whispered, clutching a folded piece of paper. I nodded and escorted her to the casket, maintaining a respectful distance as she placed the paper beside her mother's hand. As she turned away, the paper unfolded slightly, revealing a child's drawing of two stick figures, a woman and a little girl holding hands under a rainbow at the bottom in wobbly letters. "I'm sorry I couldn't stop Daddy from hurting you." My heart stopped. I glanced across the room where her father was checking his phone, completely uninterested in his daughter's moment with her mother. Breaking every protocol in my professional handbook, I quietly took a photo of the drawing with my phone. Then I approached my assistant and whispered instructions to stall the procession to the cemetery. In my office, I called a police detective I knew from church. I sent her the photo and explained the situation. She arrived within minutes, posing as a funeral home employee. What happened next still feels surreal. The detective gently interviewed Emma in a private room. Within an hour, the father was being quietly questioned in another part of the building. By evening, Emma was with her maternal grandmother and her father was being formally interviewed at the police station. 3 days later, the detective called to tell me they'd found Jennifer's hidden journals documenting years of abuse. The autopsy was being reviewed for signs that her cancer treatments may have been tampered with. I've seen every type of grief in this business: raw, performative, delayed, complicated, but I've never witnessed such a profound act of courage as a 7-year-old girl saying goodbye to her mother by promising justice. Sometimes the most important part of my job isn't handling the dead with dignity. It's recognizing when the living are in danger. I broke my professional mask that day, and I'd do it again in a heartbeat.